Ihe gburu nna m na-agbalụ m ọsọ ke ngaji iwe bịa. Olisa touch my life. Daalụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke kene nwaanyị. Wesị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Asị m mmiri aka na m azụ anwụna. Nke echiri nye azụ elu. Onye ụnna n'onye n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1. Ndị abịago m n'ụbọchị nke taata ka nzi anyị oziọma. Oziọma Biafra, oziọma nnwere onwe. Oziọma restoration of Biafra. Oziọma freedom. Ọ dịgo ka ọ ya adị. Abịago m n'ụbọchị nke taata, biko ọ bụrụ na ị na-ajoin m na this platform, ofu ihe ka ị ga-eme. Ofu ihe ahụ ị ga-eme bụ na ị ga-ewepụ olu m emotion n'ime ahụ gị, wepụ emotion and wepụ ide crazy ide mad. This platform unu n'anya na-afụ na ejilozim ike apụta abịa eme broadcast. The reason bụ na ihe niile nwere oge, ihe niile nwere stage. Ọkụghọta. And ọ bụrụ na ịmahọ the stage ị nọ, ịmama when to make a step or when to make a move. Everything nwere season and everything a na-eme ikwesị ịmalụ the stage anọ, ịmalụ when to make a move and when to pipe low and when to act. So n'ọhịa egbulu ọtụtụ oge n'ime this broadcast m chọrọ ime, ma gbuo ọtụtụ oge na ma nọkọta ọdụ n'ọwa na wa 30 minutes, but I believe na ma nọlu 1 hour 30 minutes because the time m ga-abịa n'ezi ozi ọma na-eme nka na-ekwuchi na-atakasị arụ, ọ gafego anya nọlọs na that stage now. So stage anyị nọ kịta bụ stage ị kwesịrị iface reality, stage ị kwesịrị ịma ọnọdụ anyị nọ na ya and ihe kwesịrị ịdị na-eme and the main people ndị genuine na fight for this Biafra. Ọ bụla stage ya bịa bewa akwa no. So biko ị na-abata na this platform, were obi gị bata ya, wepụ emotion, set emotion aside, let us face reality. Before ngawa n'iru, onye nna n'onye once again bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1. And ana m ekene the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nke m na-akpọ ikuku a na-afụ anya, the breeze that you can see. Ofu mbaji na-eme offload. Ofu onye na-asị unu abịala. Anụ gangamp. The only man stand kwuchi ike kwechiri ibe niile na-egbe mmụọ nọlụ. Ọhamadike ekene m gị. You have once again proven to me that you are a man of your words, that instead of you to compromise your words, that you rather go 6 feet below. You have once again proved to me that your words is your bond. You have once again proved to me that you are a man of integrity. You have once again proved to me that you are a freedom fighter, that you cannot compromise. In your words, you say, I will not disappoint you, but you will be the one to disappoint me. So, ana m ekene Chukwu okike abịa ma n'isi onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wee sị ya ka iji wee dosie ndụ wee ruo tata. Ị ga-edosekwa ya ndụ wee ruo mgbe anyị ga-enweta Biafra, nye ahụike, nye mmụọ oge eji wee budo dịsi ibu, maka na ya bụ ibu buru ibu. Mana ana m akpọku ndị nna nna anyị fa, mmụọ niile nụrụ ọgụ Biafra, ana m akpọku unu ka unu binyite, bịa gbaa anyị ume, bịa nọnyere because na ọ bụ ọgụ ahụ unu nụrụ ka ọ ka na-anụ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Wee sị biko nu, ife dị n'ala Igbo, ife dị n'ala Afrịka, ife dị n'ala Igbo niile, ife dị n'ala Biafra, mmụọ ọbụla, mmụọ ikuku na mmụọ anyanwụ, mmụọ mmiri, binye n'ọtọ na ọgwụ adịzi unu n'aka ka unu nụọlịa. Ọ naghị ọrịa ka ọ ga-adị n'Eke, dị n'Orie, dị n'Afọ, dị na Nkwọ, ise ịma ọnwụ ike anyị ga-elu n'isi. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, ekene m unu, and achọrọ m ka unu wụcha ntụ unu ọfụma this evening na this very message m ga-pass unu. This is not the time to portion blame on any person. This is the time I kwesịrị ịnọghachi azụ wee jụọ onwe anyị ese gịnị ka anyị chọrọ and what do we want. Now, Justice James Omotosho na court today, which anyị niile ama m na anyị niile witness ife mee na court today. To mụnwa ọdịlọ m surprise. I am not surprised. Ọdịlọ m surprised of the judgment because I have been waiting for it and expecting it. I know this is the only judgment they are going to pass. So Oteki Homua unaware. And Obialo to me as a shock. Obialo to me as a surprise. Am the reasons? Because I'm in the game. When we handed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over to them to sentence to life imprisonment. Now, for those of you, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sentenced to death. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sentenced to life imprisonment. Actually, you guys say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu naga court today. Care the solidarity the people on our fight for and show up to show that the people is solidly behind him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu naga court tata ka njuongi nwanne monte befit wempu all this your crocodile tears and the all this your emotional tears na value because I don't value it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu naga court today. Care the thing unu me to show your solidarity to Ohamadike. Mazi Neje court today kaga pass judgment on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The entire Igbo Enweliki shut down the southeast in solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they want me to believe that your crocodile tears is out of love. Another man me face emotional. Cancel The moment we fail to show the solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the moment we hand him over. Can you now, you that is watching me, gini kunu neme, what gini kai neme or not unu, gini kai neme to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Can any of you now write to me that no ha can down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na fight for? No ya ka ha neme to free him. Apart from onye lalocho la lien di licho fobono. Or na social media handle ya, or she free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na. If you free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na, free anything. Obula anything ibakwa. Ade better freedom nakwa, and ada kota freedom naka. The question every person in kwesiri ju onwe ya kitabu. Ke the thing I na-eme to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Ndị Igbo, the Igbo youth and Igbo people, they willing to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to do anything for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for the restoration of Biafra. But there is something we lack. That thing we lack is who will give the order. There is nobody anywhere that will give order that this thing will happen. Everybody now, check a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no n'ime DSS confinement. God on what to do. Now, the reason you were sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, the people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and neganya to the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na fight for the freedom. Nanya for the movement Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rebel. The two things the collapse. The movement is totally down. The movement is not just divided. The movement is totally down. The people non-name DOS who's supposed to give the directive that, okay, now their leader is going to court today. Everywhere should be under lock and everywhere should be locked down. Hano there na sigina Allah Ejimaka have betrayed. Allah Ejimaka is MI7. Allah Ejimaka is MI8. Nnemeke Jaffa is this. Barrister Maxwell Akbara have not. Instead of them to do the needful. They are there gossiping. So the Nigeria government for that there is nobody in the IPOB DOS. They have no option than to hand their leader life imprisonment. Now, as I'm speaking to you, Ghana, the platform of the member of the Directorate of State, DOS, and Ghana Aza Yoba, check his write-up 6 hours ago. If you know time now, calculate here back 6 hours ago. But the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may receive his judgment. In other words, 6 hours ago, Mazi Nnamdi Justice Omotosho was sentenced, convicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Jackie, if you are Azayoba there, Azayoba say you're the devil. Keko jidem. Us no setekwam kenunta. In other words, alo ejimaka ka na akpọ setekwam. Then kenunta or kanunta kanu. Somebody, his own leader, na pass and convict his own leader. Somebody not in position to give order beyond the debu setekwam and the kenunta. Now, can you one hegemonti? Ibulu Nigerian government, won't you sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death or to life imprisonment? All abu Nigeria government, by me looking at the members of DOS, the way Hajwe Wosaka ala wanya saba. Then in Nanya the movement, for that now everybody have abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Won't you hand him over whatever you wish to? So you people neti, next sentence go Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't cry, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abandoned and he was betrayed by his own people. The people sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment are the members of DOS and the people on a fight for who failed him woefully. The people that help Nigeria government to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment are the members of DOS and the people on a fight for. Now let me break it down to you. Water. Now can break here down. We chant the government. Meji Nigerian political party we nyege example. Kiwena watam eben naga. Meji Nigerian political party we nyege example. Come on down. I'm na many of you. All these DOS bingos. Agwa munu video ni this year gunu. Any person if you need defend the DOS is a born criminal. Onyoshi Azulad is a betrayer. Any person put on no saying only defend the DOS is a criminal. Not two ways about it. Got check the whole people put a saying a hand defend the DOS. Where are they today? Where is Chibuze Guato? The doors are wise. The spokesperson. But before I go out there, one idiot you collect blocking now. Like you all know, in all my comment section, now the crazy, the mad in block working. Or they get nam the wrong. It born on your phone. Will your phone born on my program? Then come on, I get chip here. Exactly, Chief Woked. The people betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may use their fake name. Now they struggle. Then they use their real name when I lose your job. Example is China Samuru. That is fake name. Emeka Gift, fake name. Abanyim, fake name. The question is, what is their real name? What are they doing with their real name? Now, Kaiga na the breakdown actually break alone because he have na PDP na collapse today bụ Nwike na collapse ya. Imana Nwike no na PDP, but Nwike and his crew members are APC members. They are in PDP and they have refused to come out openly to join APC. But everything APC is doing, they are 100% in support of it. They are the one carrying out the actions that APC need to carry out in order for PDP to be destroyed. But Nwike is telling you that he is PDP member and he is working for APC. That is exactly what some members of this DOS is name. Now, it's very hard for you to remove Nwike from PDP because enough Nwike, enough PDP, he is a PDP. Mana today, mana the problem of PDP is Nwike. Or now, according to these people, non a DOS member. Ha chobe hipota sigi na ha nolos in IPOB, na ha da losing with IPOB. But they are parading themselves as DOS members. When I look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you that is not smart, these are the structure of IPOB. The question is, the structure of IPOB, are they carrying the instruction of the IPOB leader? The answer is no. Are they working with the IPOB leader? The answer is no. Are they sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is yes. John will give one simple question. Since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, keifunu neme to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Oh, the Nigerian judge, how dare them to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to prison? Sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to prison. The question is, John first, what are you people doing to stop them not to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to prison? John will give this simple question. Gini kunu neme to stop him or to show solidarity that you are solidly behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na court. There is nothing like sit at home because the people who actually give the order of sit at home have been bought over. All of them are there. A kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB was protesting all over the world. All of a sudden, the members of DOS are protesting, no more protests in Europe. Now, how you excuse? Na here you ekushi protest na Biafra land, but now you ababundi Biafra mahapota. That is the valid point. Now, draw the people. Care the reason that you ekushi protest na the whole Europe. Care the main reason that you ekushi protest of free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration. Now the whole Europe, all of a sudden, bunch of idiots apota yesterday. Shina ha protest in Italy. Kanjunu tata kenye judgment. Mana yesterday ki protest to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why do you now reactivate it after cancelling it? Joining of this bingo now. What is the way forward? Now, all of this IPOB were structure. Had they been a valid and authentic, powerful structure in IPOB, the only solution in Kitabo, this thing had just test their grant because Hamana, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Yagana Court of Appeal. That is for sure. But your reaction and the reaction of Biafrans today will determine what the Court of Appeal. Now, a good leadership, not a bunch of animals came when na IPOB. What do they make it up after this judgment? Then we shut down the Southeast on sit at home. So that the Eastern governors, one or two of them, who are parading themselves, that know how an Emeka Yali release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not alone. You cannot get your freedom without sacrifice. The moment Nigeria government in the that the man is alone fighting for himself, that the people are confused. They don't know when to strike and when to attack. That is the main reason why the Nigeria government have the effrontery to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment because hashtag no may broadcast. Now, when you listen to Judge Awolomo Adina Mowolo, or saying that today that the Southeast can now sleep with their two eyes closed, that the Southeast have gotten justice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it is now left for the Southeast to prove him wrong, that they are not in support of that evil judgment. What you should do, a very competent leader will give order for 1 week or 1 month sit at home to send a very signal. And this time around, you shouldn't force it, because the Southeast people, are eager to do whatever you ask them to do. You should go do 1 year, sit at home now. How can me obey? This is what a competent leader should. But guess what? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sentenced to death. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sentenced to life imprisonment. By 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, life move on. The Nigeria government, the mind to release him when the people are showing less concern. Action, they say, is louder than speak louder than voice. Your action that will determine if the Southeast and the people of Ndigbo and the Biafrans at large are solidly behind this man. Your action will send a message to them. At this point in time, the most of the international community, their eyes are on Nigeria because of Christian genocide, and they will not act the way you had the memo. The issue of Christian genocide have not been raised. So at this point of time, it's a time that a smart leadership and a competent leadership need to re-strategize and start striking. Economic blockade is one thing you should know. But guess what? People like people like Isaiah Yoba will be there telling you that it is the fault of Aloy Ejimako, it is the fault of Barrister Maxwell Opara, it is the fault of Nnemeke Ejiofor, oh, it is Emmanuel Kanu, oh, it is Kanunta Kanu, Kenunta. That is what Nigeria government want, and they are giving them the this thing, and they want me to come and follow you to be sharing crocodile tears or to be so emotional. Mba, MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the right place for us to restore Biafra. What remains now is the actions of the people that he is fighting for, because the leader who is fighting for you have been captured. For you to show the world that he did not send himself to go for this mission. For you to show the world that this man that is fighting here is not just, he did not just wake up and start fighting. That we, the people, we want our freedom, and we sent him. That an attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an attack on the people of Biafra. An attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an attack on the people of Ndigbo. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will happen to him. You rise up. Obulo by church. I call to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you start speaking without action, your words become weak and useless. Okay, Watalia. But guess what? Chelunu China Sanworu, live broadcast. These people want to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question you will ask yourself, since you discovered they want to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what did you do to prevent that jailing? What did you do? I hate him, the hypocrites. In reality, normally, facing reality, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be free to get us Biafra. His kidnap should be useful to the restoration of Biafra. But what I am seeing now, his kidnap, these members of DOS is trying to turn the kidnap to be in vain. In other words, they are trying to utilize the suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by sitting down to be blaming, everybody blaming. Abialami here, Ibia analyze their court judgment, whether it's wrong or right. Ibia will put errors made. The world knows that there is an error. The judgment from the beginning to the end is an error, but that doesn't matter. What matters is how did the people pick up the fight? How did you now fight for the freedom of your leader? What did you put in a place? What steps did you make at the right time, or will make you wrong step at the right at the wrong time? I kwesịghị ime oke ebe niile kịta ewepụzi anya n'ebe Nigeria nọ ịpụta ebe ime ndị na-eme protest ikpopụta mmadụ 50 agba ha ka nchi ichie we come out and they shut us like ọ na-achị na Sanwo-Olu kpopụtara our men na Aba agbagbuo họpụta dị na ya na ọbụla onye nwa mee that protest. Ọ na mụ na gị na-ekwu okwu na just not check the heart of every Igbo man. Iwe dị ha n'obi. At this Iwe now, you have to capitalize, strategize how to best use it, how to best manage it without causing bloodshed in our land. What do you need to do? You set a very long sit at home. They will happily, out of the anger, and obey it, which we must, the government and the politicians will now understand what is ahead of them. Manana Gunia for the appetite, Ashimo Simon Epa this and that. I don't pretend. I never may pretend. I get face reality. I get face reality. If you Barrister Maxwell Okpara, Barrister Lawyer Jimako, and the rest of them, all of them tried their best. Now, the people who fail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu woefully is the so-called DOS. And the any member of IPOB today, nsigi na ya love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nebe kwa onwa, egulu your monthly dues gunye DOS. You are nothing but a saboteur. You is but a sabon. Imagine now your loyalty got to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yet you are not working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are working with the people who are sabotaging him. The hands are pointing Igbo politicians and some businessmen. Now let us assume that there are one or two Igbo politicians who joined in holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's assume that there were some oil companies that Aka had Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of their oil. What do you need to do? You call here at that place. And I build the economy while you are fighting for freedom. You don't build the economy. You wait until after your freedom. The corner Ukraine now. All those buildings maybe there have been reconstruct without putting an end with what is going on between them and Russia. It will become that is Habulu the most foolish people on earth, because we have not gotten our freedom. Why are you talking about the Southeast this thing economy? Do Southeast has economy? Essentially, Junu Nambo, Guinea can we free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What are we doing? Yes, you are writing letter to international communities. Good and fine. No international community will step in where you have not started doing something. Omad na bona anu ogu ka na aju ha gini na ese. Egbo se ha ogu. Ofo onye na anu ha anu ogu bu why iye dia enwele ga bi igbo ogu. The world will not intervene until you start fighting. Fighting abulo ibule egbeje pota declare war. No. Fighting in a way that you will be using your brain. We all know that Boko Haram have already conquered the northeast and the north central, and the southwest is being infiltrated 247 What you need to do is to cut the economy, because everything is heading to Nigerian federal. The heavy load will be falling on them. They will be left with no option. Before any court to get free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are fighting for must show the world that they are willing to go to any length with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That Obun and they are ready to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life imprisonment. Let them be ready to imprison every Biafrans at the same time. And when you hear the Kakadia and Hujo, or Huja, but an way pastor. Let alone omotosho and when you keep put a academy agree of ma. Na Chris Felix Ekenekwamge. I can no you sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment with a lot of restriction. And an idiot no matter how it take become a chief judge. Somebody said, why didn't you work with Simon Ekpa? My brother, I face reality. Simon Ekpa started scamming people with it every time. Osige Nanya logo Biafra passport, Biafra ID card. Such nonsense. I am too big to engage in such fraud. And you cannot be working with Nelly Ofebu, who is telling you that Biafra is dead, and they want me to work with you. Or got check here my broadcast in the past. So had he been not the straightforward, concentrate anyone, you will see me standing by him. I don't on if the US. That's how I told him. I belong somebody here there. Never importance in your full reason to condemn person. That's why some of you will come out and say I work against Simon Ekpa. Why won't I disassociate myself with somebody in your potential buy go war jet, buy a warship? I don't do such, particularly. But I totally condemn Finland for jailing him because he is my brother. And I condemn any person who will come out openly to celebrate the imprisonment of Simon Ekpa, which I made the video that time. I cannot support such rubbish. I can disagree with you, but I cannot sabotage you. Okay, what? Now, the reality here, Buna, I don't blame Nigeria government for the actions they are taking, because Mbulu Nigeria government, I will do the same thing. Mbulu Nigeria government, the only thing that will stop me not to take this their step, but na the people, all na the people, their leader, rise up against me, and I see the heat, and I cannot continue holding their leader. They will force me to release their leader. If you cannot force me, I will hold your leader till further notice. End of the day now, Hasigi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been pardoned. Now, can you any Igbo governor or politician now, Potashi, you are asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be pardoned? That Igbo politician or any that Igbo elite, you know, you don't pardon a freedom fighter. You give a freedom fighter the freedom, not pardoning him. Pardon is not a freedom. In a pardon, you get freedom. Now, for some of you, again, unasi, oh, terrorists are being pardoned in the north. They are being negotiated. Peace talk is being negotiated. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be pardoned? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not requesting for pardon. Who is this? Welcome to the program, but can pick here. Ndewo, ka emu ya na-ekwu. Gaa n'iru. Ọkwa ma na nọ na program. Okay, gaa n'iru. Bee ya nkenke.
Okay. Na tigisigo na negbu oge asị m ozi ka anyị nwa chịkọta ụwa anyị ọnụ and ụlọ anyị ọnụ onye ọ na-ewe nke ọ na-ewe ọtikịta na onye ahụ the time to do that thing ọ na-ele anya na judgment that man nyere oge m na-ege ana m asị ha pụtara a witness to the prosecution onye kwesịrị ịgbara ndị Naijiria akaebe ụzọ onye nyere jọji ka ọ bịa jọji ya the case all the west ọ na-eme ya wụ akaebe ka ọ na-agbara ndị Naijiria ọnwa jọji kwesịrị ige ntị to the two parties but ihe o mere ha awụ ịgbara ndị Naijiria akaebe is a witness to the prosecution witness and again the judgment ọ dịrị ọ nyere ọnwụ ya dịrị ya ọ na-ele anya oge na-agụ the whole judgment I was there with them ọnwụ ya dịrị ha edenye ya onye na-akụ something judge na-akụ atacha ọnụ iji mara na judgment onye today o tene ha dịrị datin dịsị ya so kịta ndị Igbo ndị nnepụrụ nwa ndị Igbo ma ndị ihe ndị Biafra na-atọ ụtọ onye ọnwụ na ma grupu biko na ọwụzikọ bifo ọ mekịta na nwozi onye m na-ewere iwe biko ma ndị nke Ekpa ma ndị nke Mazi Edochie ma ndị onye ọbụla biko ma ndị na-anọrọ onwe ha even ma ndị nke Kezika na nke that woman biko yeah, this is the time to come together now and let us now know what to do for our land and for all to get what we're looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-ebu kwesịrị ka anyị weta anyị na-enwe and listen to mcha nige ya gbasara ọgwa the first person nege ngecha gị m jege ajere no because I'm a eziokwu chapụta biko keep on preaching what I'm preaching but him to go because I know many people listen to you this is time to come together and know do something you know so thank you very much so let me not take much of time.
Dalu. Ndewo. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with him. Mana this thing okwu kita let us come together. A man also na the akwụkwọ na-emeke eji afford the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which the members of DOS failed to carry out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyere instruction that Chike Edoziem should, as a matter of fact, unite IPOB family. Unite IPOB family. It has on a number. The instruction Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyere Chike Edoziem. Did Chike Edoziem do it? The answer is no. Omelia, yeah, this is our brother Kuna. That is the truth. But the question, can they make Kayale unite? The same DOS members. Or would the same DOS members here now yapota onye nka osabu. Once you have question, it will sabu. If you have which way forward, it was sabu. Everybody to their eye, sabu. The reason that people actually but they struggle again because of on your opinion or wasabu, ngunu that this is not how people become sabu. Now sabu somebody now walk against you. Sabu somebody you guess. Now, blame Wendy Yoruba. I refuse to blame Yoruba people for this mess. I know because the movement Ndi Kwesiri organized are sleeping. Hana alahola. The Afran Land National Coordinator Jefuma Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solidarity in a court case here, he was sacked. He was sacked. The reason we not unite, not solidarity, or just show solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So mpotakite Solomon Ubewakwa. Why na mma ebe the problem nde? Why na mma ebe milisi weba no bogun? Oh, mpota kan Solomon bia analyze wa justice omotosho. Mba. The judgment from day one, they hold nothing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The judgment from number one, be injustice. Everything about the judgment, be injustice. We all know it. But these people, nature, Kamalo, the people, Mazi na fight, what it will be their next step? Gini about their next step? How do they unite? How are they carrying out their strategies? What are they doing? Are they ready to march when the time call for it? Are they ready to stop when the time call for it? Are they truly organized? Are they truly listening to their leader? Are they truly aware that their leader is in the right place for them to fight for Biafra restoration? That is why in since 2021, that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in Biafra restoration. And Biafra restoration does not rely on the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that place without Biafra restoration, you endanger his life, and the possibility for the freedom to be taken back is widely open. But when Biafra is restored, you have given him the internal freedom and the internal peace of mind, and you have liberated the people of Biafra. That is the freedom he is looking for, not a freedom from Nigerian police custody. All no freedom is shebe only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason you any sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to prison today. How many of you are the reason? The main reason, the main fact, Nigeria government TGAK today when they sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. In case you don't know, the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will receive all this harsh judgment today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused to betray me and you by dropping the Biafra agitation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the refusal of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to denounce Biafra restoration is what he is suffering today. In other words, even many people if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want political solution, he should first of all renounce the Biafra. All not renounce what Biafra tata, he freedom. That is not freedom. He becomes sabo to his people. He will now capitalize on feeding on the blood of Ndibu. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected such an offer, and the question, see, I cannot do it. I cannot betray my people. I cannot feed on the blood of my people. And they say, okay, since you now love your people more than you, oh yeah, Kaifo, let's see if your people love you. Let's see if your people will come for you. That is the suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is paying the price of standing tall, of standing for our own freedom. He is facing the punishment for our own freedom, for not betraying us. The only thing you need the Bible. Nanyawa emechaga block for free. No si no emechego na. Ebu onye ego efu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kasari tukumbo jidego ka wazirike jidego. Mazi ya no na the people, the one of the richest people na Nigeria, because the level on na abulo level ye bi na kati wete $1 million nye. The level on na abulo level of $2 million. The level on na abu level ya na agwa gi millions and millions of dollars. Hard currency, igwe. The question on Ajugina bụ all na things ahụ ekwesịrị ime. The question ya ajụ onwe gị na, who will now give order for ndị Igbo to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who is the lion that will be bold enough to give order and ndị Igbo ga-enye ntị? Because on a normal circumstances, the people who kwesịrị carry out such an instruction would the members of DOS, Chike Doziem to be precisely. But guess what? Chike Doziem is an ogbi. is so big. He cannot speak. Chinasa Nworu emechi gị ọnụ. So see your Mazi Edekita memo of sacking national coordinator who are loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mpota cancel no bewakwa. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sentenced to prison. Hey, or can put that saloon analyze what Justice Omotosho. Gini can you analyze it here? The evidence is everywhere. The errors na-ekwu ka mmiri. Okay, ị naghị afụ the error. So mpụta ụmụ ya abịa kọwalụ gị the error befe efe. I can't do that. Agafego m that stage. Matasha, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ask you, show me the law. You know that. So what do you want me to explain to you there? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ask you, where is it in the Nigerian constitution? What do you want me to explain to you there? The word have explained itself. And it's for you, it's not left for you to use your number 6, your acumen, to know that the reason why they are holding him is because he refused to betray you. The only thing you can make a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see there is the actions that his people will take from henceforth. Mazi kwesịrị dị ọ na-eme apịa na court. Ebe niile adị totally ebe niile emechi. Everywhere will be locked down. That will show the world that the people love this man. That will show the world that this man send the home. Man, ihe niile adị organize. Mba na. And you blame Chebeho Kanunta. Let us blame Kanunta first. Oh, ya no, ka I blame we no Kanunta ya na Prince Emmanuel Kanu. Oh, ya na. Okay, I love you, Jimako. Na you cause am. I love you, Jimako. Okay, sorry. Na court of appeal we stand. Court of appeal. Na there we stand. Oh, hi ya na ako. Oh, hi ga na ako. A whole leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Ka one imbecile do not have tapotashing on a sentence to life imprisonment. That word, that moment, ahụ kwurie. Ka ekwesị ka akọwalịa onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ, because maybe ọ mabeghị onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ, ọ mabeghị the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-represent. I define earlier. Then the Igbo governors, the Igbo politicians who have all of a sudden lost their voice. I could remember 2021, 2022. Every day they tell you, stop, sit at home. We are going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. We are going to talk to Mr. President. We are having meeting. Since they stop all those things, pata now, when we go back for Hamepelon, Sigin and meeting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. When last carefully Igbo governors tell you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, they have already gotten what they want. What they actually want is this tranquility, so that they will keep on reaping making our hard money, our resources, and become slave. Fulani na abia o na abia shike. Abialom here can analyze what that court judgment, because everything about there will fuck up. Everything. The only thing we are here, what is the way forward? What is the way forward? Are we going to fold our hands and watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu battle for his own freedom alone? Are we going to fold our hands and watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being in prison for the rest of his life? Are we going to fold our hands and be waiting for Israel? Check Israel. Israel, Israel betrayal Britain because of you. Who are you? Now, Let me pass this message again to all of you in that place. The only way forward now is let those members of the US, starting from Chike, Dozem, Chena Sanworu, Tony Zurumike, Agbanyimu, all of you should resign immediately and tender public apology to IPOB and Biafrans so that competent hands will step in and they restructure and they unite IPOB. Since you people cannot unite ordinary IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu handed over to you, this IPOB Mazi handed over to you, if you people cannot unite it and they rebuild it, call every person that you people out of your foolishness write a memo against, call them back and tender apology to them. Let us have a one voice and one channel, and you people must do it with immediate alacrity. So that we would re-strategize and speak with one voice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, any door na-aga court, everywhere should be seated. Every day, every door na-appear. Ma the governor like it, ma ha like it, sit at home. Ya buda day. Unu kwushi nzuzu. Then ndị Igbo niile, Igbo politicians and the Igbo elite, unu echekwana na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime nga. Ndị Igbo bụ ihe nọ n'ime nga. Ndị Igbo have been sentenced to life imprisonment. Ndị Igbo is passing trial. It's now left for Ndị Igbo to wake up and they unite for something they know that they can only get once. Collins Onusoro, can you be bold enough? I'm no jama kwegekpo, but ibu nizu nwoke or niwu mmadụ, can you call me so that you will not tell me what you need now, apart from uniting? Can you call me? These are the people now here with US. It's an open challenge. Call in now and tell me what you need to hear now, because each you know now, but the doors are wise. Allah Ejimako Meleji Thomas Nnamdi Kanu nga. Now undo ubola agwo. So without taking much of your time, onye chole kwa my line adigo open. Obu ni yen na-ekwu n'iche na-asị, call in, because mo amagbu oge here. The only thing na agbu unu bụ na the reason eji wee tụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this judge ji wee nwee the mind and effrontery to pass this judgment bụ one, the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na fight for have betrayed him. They failed to rise up when it matters a lot. It matters most. And the number two, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have refused to betray this movement, to sell this movement, to betray, to disappoint us, to denounce Biafra. He refused it. That is why. And the number three, the Nigeria government eneganya for that the structure of IPOB on Nkanapo DOS has been collapsed. It's already collapsed. And the structure, they are like Nwike na PDP, but Okuyanabo and Ishie no na APC. So these people, they are answering DOS why they are no longer in the struggle. They are the one pushing the IPOB to fail. Then when they look and see that the structure is weakening, that once they do anything, that nobody will confront them, apart from the alliances Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have built, the structure he built outside the DOS, the pillars Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built like Avid, the Rising Sun, and the rest of them who have been making much impact by writing. The Nigeria government, DOS, they passed such judgment. Now, such judgment stand. How do we now rewrite these things? we can rewrite it by coming together with full force. Ndị Igbo niile na ndị Biafra dị ready ime anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What they need is somebody that will give the order. I agree with you, Ude Jioke. Nigeria government infiltrated IPOB deeply. Have infiltrated DOS to the core. Because I can categorically tell you that if Chibuze Egwuatu can be a spokesperson of DOS, why I told some members of DOS that this guy is a spy with evidences, yet instead of them to look deep into what I say, they choose to suspend me. That shows that all the people that work with Chibuze Egwuatu are also infiltrators. Yes. So I can categorically tell you that any person that work with Chibuze Egwuatu, I can mention their name, Chinasa Nworu, Agbanyimu, Isaiah Yoba, and the one Kekoda. These people, anything Chibuze Egwuatu is doing today, they are fully involved. Not them say. I am sure of what I'm telling you. Gị na mmadụ na-anụ ọgụ, onye ahụ ada atụ gị ụjọ. Once onye ahụ na-enwero fear to confront you, onye ahụ nwere ike ime gị anything. Ị kwesịrị before mmadụ eme gị attack, ime ife ka bụ nwoke. Lele ka IPOB, the almighty IPOB Mazi ji aba mba. Look at how IPOB is scattered. Look at protests, a whole Italy. After America, all Italy, na-eme protest, helulo mmadụ 15. Helulo mmadụ 15 na-eme protest. Eneketem the thing, I shed tears. That is total disappointment. You check a video of our protest 2021, 2022. Go check here the video of Italy protest 2018, 2019. Go check here our protest in 2017, 2016. If you go to protest, a man or man match. But look at Justice Barrister Awomolo Potana assume that the Southeast have gotten just judgment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What does that tell you? He is trying to push a narrative that the Southeast is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Southeast should reply by showing him that we are totally against that evil judgment, that corrupt judgment. He jide many of ESN commanders, many of them. He crippled many of them. Potazi announced all life imprisonment. Why not announced the life imprisonment last 3 years? They had just nature to get everything they want, to cripple us to this level of level. Hey, ife melu ndị Igbo. Ife melu ndị Igbo. Kedu ebe anyị ga-ebido? Where are we going to start? But one thing nchọrọ pass the IPOB members, the message nga pass ilunu bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether jailed or not, he remained the leader of IPOB. and he will lead us anywhere he is. If they like, let them jail him for 1 billion years. One thing I want you all to know, one guarantee that I have for you is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never give up on Biafra restoration, and he will restore this Biafra in our own eyes, and we will see it. So Biafrans and lovers of freedom, don't give up. Calm down and watch how things will be unfolding, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, cannot be caged. Gini Kanku, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, cannot be caged. So Biafra and lovers of freedom, watch out for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's next move. By next week, the lawyers will be going to appeal court to re-appeal of this judgment. And while we are waiting for the appeal court, I want us to correct the mistake we have made in the past. What did I say? As we are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Court of Appeal, let us correct the mistake we have made by now we are not doing anything for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi on a place, Okwesele kai we fight for this Biafra restoration. Like I always told you people, I always say, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know a lot of you might not understand this very words properly because you are not well informed. At this point in time, no. Any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-aga court, let there be sit at home. And I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if truly that we love this man that is fighting for us, that is dying for us, that is sacrificing everything for us. Ladipo Market, how many Igbo people get shop there? Alaba Market, how many people, which people control it? Onitsha Main Market and the entire Southeast, which people control it? Let there be sit at home for 1 week. Asilunu potaka biababu. Everything, egunu nachu. You will go nowhere with that money without your freedom. You go nowhere without your freedom. People malu yes, na the entire Ndibo, mandi no abroad, mandi nebenini, na had the in support of this Biafra in Azo. The day Kanyadi sit at home everywhere, can we protest all over the world? All embassies, kai march Kennedy. Obu Naiga march in Brussels or any place it be very important. Obuli yenebe apota amakubunu na one swimming pool na about swimming pool okirikiri. That is not protest. I join me protest no in Europe here. Let us learn how to do protest from this Palestinian plus from all this Arab. They don't destroy something, but they move. They move to the street. Imagine how the was also street here there. Protest in why are you dancing and clapping? That is not protest. The last time I made a protest in Italo here, Wunankona, Odnaka Clement, I totally agree with you. DOS Balo Mema Nnamdi Kanu, Nabaya. Alumelo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu DOS. Nobody can argue it, and they cannot defend it. Manisi Nasi, well, can defend there. Careful how you will sound so foolish and stupid. A sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life imprisonment. Echinine now, Ndigbe Mbia Azobahia, Ebenine Kube. We Kobo ke sentence. Odiko Okuko Igbo. Hi. What a shame. Ihere na-emekwedu unu ndị Igbo. Are we not ashamed? Ọwụ na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye Yoruba. Makachi. Ọwụ na Mazi bụ onye Yoruba. Wee nwee this kind level onwegolu na. Makachi Lagos State ga-emechi. All the Yoruba land ga-anọ under lock and chain. Lock and key. Ebe niile ga-agbachi. They must release him. Ọwụ na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ugwu. They don't even point where to arrest him. Look at the ordinary Gumibu terrorist. Nobody dares to question him. The reason they are too because of what his people are capable of doing. The reason because we are capable of doing nothing. There is nothing we are capable of doing. Gini kaga sigi na ndi Igbo ga-eme kita. Gini kaga sigi na this ndi Igbo ga-eme kita. Ordinary shop kita for just one day hashigi economy. Let us change a little bit. The sabotage against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from his own people is too much. The Yoruba people, the judge is not acting on his own. The judge is acting because he has seen the emptiness in us. The judge is acting based, there is no any action that will compel him to do the needful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not being tried with Nigerian law. The law they are using to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't exist. And these people have the impetus to say they are sentencing him to life imprisonment. That is the worst part of it. That is the highest insult. Until ndị Igbo who need this freedom stop listening to the 1% of their politicians and they do things on our own. Or na muna again akpa nkata na. All na the Igbo politicians show the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they could have go anything and make it a hypothetical. We go ask them why didn't they go do it since? And you go had the much time they needed. And you need there was any excuse. Freedom is taken, not given. Atakota freedom naka. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in our palm. I talk of a court of appeal. Overturn this judgment. Let us wake up and rise up and unite and speak with one voice and take the necessary step that needed to be taken. All warrant Anaga lock down the southeast for 1 month. Let us do it. Let us pay the sacrifice than losing our life. And you accordingly rewrite this nonsense. Because now, believe you me, the people who merely will not do anything. The court of appeal cannot do anything. The action we take today will determine the result we are going to get in appeal court. I'm telling you the fact. I'm here either analyze that court judgment because all of them accordingly, ego shishiwalo Nigeria court, the errors they made. So on this note, I especially thank Aloy Ejimako, Barrister Maxwell Okpara, Nnemeke Ejiofor, and every IPOB lawyer who have been with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the one till date. I thank you all. Your people have tried your best. It's now left for the people to do their own so that we will get result. I have said this time without number. Lawyers will not free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are Biafrans. We failed him, not then say, I failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will free. Everybody knows that. We failed him. We failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And on our Tomakwa na failed. We failed him left and right. Negodu ka nwoke mmadụ nja o just nọ na-aba n'ime court. But ka ekwanụ ndị o desere outside ka ebe ha na-aba nke ha. Where are they? Ka ebe fa nọ? The people who now outside nshi na ha nwere freedom to ihe dị na ha na-emove. Where are they? Onye ndu nọ n'ime court so ọ si ya na-aba ọ dị nwoke mmadụ ka nya bewa akwa. Ọ bụrụ na nwoke mmadụ kpọrọ akpọ and he was called for this. Nwoke a oge collapse go na. Jụọ onwe gị ngwa na watch m na ihe a Maazị na-agabiga ị ga-agabiga nwa nkwọta of it. Yet ọ ka nọlụ ihe anyị ka na-eche economy. Chinasa Nworu na-ebuild South East economy ya na Chike Dozie Ugbi. And you will see some people now but I say the US are wise. Which wise? The court of appeal will stand. Olubelo mgbe ihe egosi your wiseness. Had it been that now Reverend Father Dakomo, Ezekiel Dakomo, na video agayali benine for this Christian genocide. This bunch of non-named US could have come out and tell you that now the underground work ka Trump kumaka Christianity. They could have come out to either claim such a take the glory. But because the video is everywhere and the people man didn't there, he had their claim such thing. Now he has Ayoba. Oh, Chineke nna. Ka this man do epic nwa Ayoba do ebatana na DOS. He has Ayoba ndị asị unu n'ọnyụ bụ the achievement of DOS bụ na juru Google. Why can't IPOB be destroyed? Then AI will say IPOB cannot be destroyed because it's they are fighting a right cause. In naked ye, I tell me didn't be because Madison Mark was in a Dutoboyi. Yeah, na chokitable. And when it is result of Potana, Hamap touching no deal as a result. He claim other people's glory. A big ejima that Nanda na niu. Gachi ke the whole media nina ha hopota. And Woloin can anone Hachani na bakbugo. Spirit ango na gini ka haye cheta hayeku. I really pity Munya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That woman is passing through her. I pity the woman. Odil easy. But we must continue. I want to urge every Biafrans and lovers of freedom that the journey to Biafra restoration is just starting. This is the first step. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expect Kobala Kasida place to put that. The journey to Biafra restoration is what we are into. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. It must quickly. The only thing Ungagolunu Kukwati again. I'm using these people known as DOS. Shigbe ego. She didn't ultimately do. Stop it. You are just wasting your money. Gather that your money, send it to Avid. Gather that your money. If she needs your monthly dues, gather it, donate it to Avid, the rising sun. These are people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recommend the Olanyeba Igane Tinyego. Any egit to the DOS nice, you can embezzlement upon embezzlement. And my wagapolo million on we get draw hairs. In Catora to Guinea KGM. And for those of you nneche na to go Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga, there will be no more this thing. There will Biafra struggle, and you go, I must tell you the truth. I don't care. I make short video about that. The Biafra struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain the leader. Maturiangani me underground, he will still lead us, and they will get what we want. So what you need to do is to show your solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Finish. Forget that now get US it does not make you a sabo. It make you a wise person. That you stop listening to DOS does not make you a betrayer. It only make you a wise person. You take the right step, the bold one. Until this bunch of people know they are resigning, can new people my freedom. But restructure this movement. Unite IPOB. Because at this point, IPOB needs somebody that will reorganize it or now and follow one step. So those of you who are down because of the judgment, wake your spirit, because when you go down, you are weakening Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You need to be in a high spirit, because with you, with me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gamano madu. We can't afford to disappoint him. Keep on supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Avid and Rising Sun. What did I say? Keep on supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Avid and the Rising Sun, and you will never regret it. Pressure. Yeah, dear. On this note, cancer come line in Emma. Alumelo. Alumelo. Is what Alumelo. When you get the order, who will give the order? It will Nigeria government ga hapụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Gịnị ka anyị kwesịrị ime ka ndị Igbo nyere ọtọ n'ọdịsị ọgụ? All ndị Igbo ọbụla, every leaders n'ala Igbo nnabụlọ ịma na love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us plan something to do. Ka anyị hapụgodu DOS, because these people have no plan. Let us plan something to do to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ofu anya ndị Igbo ji afụ ụzọ. Anything ume Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tata ndị Igbo ekpochepugo. Ọgụchakọrọ m n'ọnụ nyamala anyị niile mma. Until I come your way again, I remain my humble self, MAP, Eziokwu bụ ndụ. 1. Stay tuned. No retreat, no surrender. Ada Igbo na Canada, ekenekwa m gị. Ekene m gị. Chizoba Felix, ekenekwa m gị. Kene Chris Felix, I'm very proud of you. Ada Igbo na Canada, you are 1 million in one. I truly love your energy. Keep it up. You are truly a soldier trained by Alhamadike himself. I love your energy. Keep moving forward. We are solidly together in this, and we are not going to fail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are going to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out with the Biafran flag. The result will speak very soon. Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu destroy Nigeria, both locally and internationally. And very soon, we know the result. Very, very soon. So don't madam make it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been jailed and I'll be Abowaga. And well, on ifum, I feel home anything. I feel like I am stepping into Biafra land. That is, I feel like we are moving forward, that we are going there, because I know fully well that Mazi is on the right place. Biafra were there, and Mazi is on the right track, and Mazi is doing everything within his capacity to restore Biafra. So on more courage, because Mazi get this Biafra, and on what Oga did them do we build when you restructure Biafra. Go and write it down. That is the truth. So every member of IPOB who truly love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and when anything iji jikọta ọnụ, send the Avid, the Rising Sun, kwụchinye DOS members ego, ndị a bụ ndị ori, they are thieves. Akịrị kpakpa ya agbapụghị isi. Mad people ebe niile. Until I come your way again, mma rapụ here. Ka nje ezu ike. Ọ bụ na ndị Igbo bụrụ mmalụ ife. By tomorrow, they should take necessary steps, take actions. Ekwesịrị ka enwee total lockdown n'ala Igbo in solidarity, in disagreement with this kind of evil judgment. Ekwesịrị ka enwee total shutdown of ala Igbo. And ege enwe ndewonu.